What's up, everybody? Welcome to my very first Arc Raiders video. My name is Halftide. I am full-blown addicted to this game. It is absolutely insane. I've put little in over 100 hours since launch last Thursday. I'm currently level 62. I have done all content available to me in the game except for finding the queen. That's just a matter of time. I got to get my boys ready. You got to get them prepped. We got to get them the Wolfpack blueprints, and then we're sending it. I want to keep this video short and sweet. I've recorded this a few times because I have no idea what I'm doing. I wanted to go over some common misconceptions on the skill tree and give you guys a little bit more information to make more informed decisions while you are still leveling up, so that you don't make the same problems that a lot of people are crying about on the Reddit comments and the YouTube video comments, because there's no data on these talents available to us. And that's a little bit of a design flaw from Embark, but I do believe that things will get better because I'm just having so much fun and I'm enjoying the shit out of this game. So let's go ahead and get right into it so I don't waste your guys' time. The only absolute build bricking perk in the entire game that I would never ever take, and I would never suggest you take, and if you took it, I'm so sorry, because you're going to have a hell of a time with this perk: Calming Stroll. Do not ever take Calming Stroll. While walking, your stamina regenerates as if you were standing still. This sounds like a phenomenal perk on paper. You're like, man, I get to stamina regenerate while I'm moving. This is awesome. No, Calming Stroll requires you to be slow walking. The game doesn't tell you that. Slow walking. You have to physically press the keybind on your keyboard to slow walk. It is by default V to toggle it. You have to either toggle or hold it. The game doesn't tell you that. It is a terrible perk. If you are worried about stamina regeneration, here's what I would do instead. And this is what I did. You take Agile Croucher, at least 1 point. You don't have to max it, but at least 1 point into Agile Croucher and at least 1 point into Revitalizing Squat. This can be done as early as level 1, level 2 in the game. After your very first successful raid, you can have both these perks and completely negate the entire need to go 16 points into mobility for Calming Stroll. This is just a terrible perk, and I would never take this ever. Even when I'm prestige, until this perk is reworked into something that is usable, this is terrible. Now that we have the only build bricking perk out of the way, we can talk about all the things that are good in the skill tree and that don't necessarily have a lot of information to tell you that they are better than they seem. The first one I want to talk about is Effortless Roll. Dodge rolls cost less stamina. You don't see a major notice in this perk until you are at 3 out of 5, and then at 3 out of 5 you have now reached the first stage of diminishing returns, but 3 out of 5 will give you a free full dodge rolls worth of stamina on your stamina bar. So you can dodge roll, let's say you can dodge roll 3 times, this will let you dodge roll 4 times on your stamina bar at 3 out of 5. I do believe that this is 2 additional dodge rolls worth of stamina at 5 out of 5. That's at least what it seems like for me. I personally haven't run into an issue where I haven't been able to dodge roll while having both of these perks. I use it a lot in combat. I use it a lot in mobility. This is a situational perk. If you are a more aggressive player, you're coming from some of these more faster paced extraction games, Warzone, Call of Duty, that kind of stuff, you're definitely looking to be dodge rolling often. Another perk that is very situational, people are saying it's really, really bad, and again, it's because we don't have the full numbers on what this is doing for us, is Sturdy Ankles. You take less fall damage while falling from a non-lethal height. I have about 100 hours with my duo partner, who is my brother. He has some points into Sturdy Ankles. He has 3 points into Sturdy Ankles, where I have 3 points into Slip and Slide. That was kind of our trial and error, our testing there. There has been so many times, excuse me, there has been so many times where we are jumping off of a ledge, running from a team. My brother gets to land and dodge roll upon landing, whereas I take damage and then I get shot in the back. It if you're a fast player, you're mobile, you want to get around the map, you want to be able to make crazy flanks, you want to be a little bit just quicker to your feet in all situations, I definitely think at least 1 point into Sturdy Ankles is very good. 3 points is going to get you to that first diminishing returns where you're going to start to see massive benefits to the talent. And then at 5 points, you're going to see an even greater benefit, but a lot less total than you did from perk 3. Some perks that I think that every single build from here on out is going to need, and I think the information is finally starting to come out, is Security Breach and 36 points into Survival. This is where I'm currently pathing to next. I unfortunately need to be level 69 out of 75 to even get this perk because I made some less than stellar choices in my pathing. But if I had to redo my build again, if I had to buy a second account right now and level up from level 1 back to level 62 with all content completed, I would absolutely go Security Breach as my first main point. Security Breach is giving you at least one guaranteed epic every security locker, almost guaranteed two in many cases. You start to combine that with things like looting faster and looting double squares, and you're quite literally just printing the epics, the blueprints, everything you can think of, you can print in a security locker. They can be found in every high tier loot spot on every map, whether it's Dam, it's Bluegate, it's Buried City. They're all on all of the maps. Spaceport has them. They are so common. If you're doing a 0 to hero run, you can go up there and you can grab a volcano. You could grab a whole cracker sometimes. You can get these big ticket items so easily with Security Breach. Almost a must-have. I do really think this is an incredibly strong talent. And then some talents leading up to it, as you can see on my tree. These are some things that I would absolutely be taking every time from here on out, and I would be taking them sooner than I did this time. I definitely think in-round crafting is very, very good. The argument is that you can just bring in plenty of meds and utility when you finally start getting geared. You absolutely certainly can, but a big perk to in-round crafting is when you combine it with Traveling Tinkerer later on. And now this is where the real power from in-raid crafting is coming from. This is going to allow you to craft mines, explosives. You can already craft some grenades, but this is going to let you craft the mines, the jolt mines, the showstoppers, your big grenades in raid. I don't believe this lets you create wolf packs, but it's pretty much everything else that you're going to need. But the biggest thing that nobody mentions with this perk, and I'm going to lay it on you right now, is the ability to craft Raider hatch keys. Raider hatch keys. Massively underrated part of this perk. Upon getting this perk in my duo, we were running reinforced reception loot runs 24/7, just printing cash. We were struggling to extract because that extract is starting to get camped. I know you guys are watching these YouTube videos of camping the extract, trying to get the loot for yourselves because you don't want to go down there. I get it. I understand. I don't support it, but I understand. So what we did to counteract that, you get Traveling Tinkerer, you can start to craft your Raider hatch key with the materials found 100% of the time in Reinforced Reception down below. It only takes one advanced mechanical component and 3 sensors. You will always find them down below. You can take the Raider hatch 100% of the time. It is always up in village. It is only 100 meters away from the very front door. It is so insanely easy to get in and out once you have received Traveling Tinkerer that your survival rate is literally going to go through the roof in some of these loot spots because you can make the key on the fly. No longer are you worried about, oh, do I need to save my keister pocket for the key? Nope. Just craft that thing. Just craft her, you know? Get her going. The final perk combo that I want to touch on before I finish the video, this is already running a little bit longer because I'm ranting, is the Looter's Instinct with Looter's Luck. Looter's Luck lets you reveal twice as many items at once. This procs pretty much all the time, even at one point. You may not even need 5 out of 5 on it. I have 5 out of 5 purely because I have to go through the tree. This works on bodies, this works on containers, this works on security breaches, this works on absolutely every single piece of loot that you're touching. You have a chance to proc 2 squares at once. It is so fast, it is insane. And then you start to combine it with the looting speed. I am looting people's bodies in lightning speed. I'm doing it in combat. I can grab their meds, their shields, all sorts of crazy stuff. I absolutely think that you need to be combining Looter's Instincts and Looter's Luck and any survival tree build. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, guys. I want to keep it short and sweet. Thank you so much for tuning into my first Arc Raiders video. I'm going to continue posting content of this amazing game that I'm absolutely addicted to. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, please leave a comment on the video. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about the skill trees, your ideas on some perks, things like that. Maybe you think I'm totally wrong and full of shit, but this is the information that I wish I had going into the game that I now have after 100 hours. So, thanks. Drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you topside Raiders.